Hi everyone. I am so excited to be with you today and to share such a yummy recipe with you. This is kind of a cross between a dip and a salsa. It's so good, and it is my Texas caviar. I've always got to bring a little Texas to the kitchen with you. Okay, so let's get started. This is so easy and so good. You have to do a lot of prep with this. So we're prepping lots of veggies. I've got it all done and ready, but honestly, it's obviously no cook because we're making a salsa, and it's really simple. So we're gonna start with something really Texan, and that's black-eyed peas. If you've never had black-eyed peas before, they're kind of sweet. They have a very unique flavor. I grew up eating these all the time. Love them so much. So this is 2 cans that have been rinsed and drained. So we're going to add those to our bowl. Okay, then we're going to add 1 red bell pepper and 1 green bell pepper that have been diced, a whole one of each. Okay, then we're gonna add tomato. You can use any kind of tomato that you want. I happen to have the grape tomatoes, so I just kind of cut them up kind of small. This is about 1 cup, so we're gonna add that in. And then we have red onion. This is about 1/2 cup. We don't want too much because we don't want to overwhelm it with the onion flavor, but we want just a little in there. Then we're going to add corn. This is 1 cup of frozen corn that's been thawed. You can also use canned corn. I really like the frozen corn because I feel like it has a little more crunch to it. But if you just have canned, that's fine too. Just make sure to obviously drain it first. So this is about 1 cup of corn. Okay, we're gonna add that in. Then we're gonna add a little spice. We have to have a little spice to balance out the sweetness of the black-eyed peas. This is a large jalapeno that's been seeded and chopped. I'm a little bit of a wimp, so I'm actually only gonna add about 1/2 of this in, and then I'm going to taste it, and I'll add more if I feel like it needs it. Because when it comes to spice, you can always add, but you really can't take away the spice once you've added it in. So that's just about 1/2 of the jalapeno was pretty large. Okay, then we've got fresh garlic. This is so important. It adds so much flavor. I think it's better than doing garlic powder in this instance. So this is about 3 cloves. I'm gonna add that in. And then we're gonna add a lot of bright, yummy cilantro. This is about 1/2 of the bunch that I pulled the leaves off and chopped it up. Okay, so that's our pieces that go in our salsa. Okay, so we're gonna start. I'm gonna go ahead and toss this around just a little bit. Then we're going to make our vinaigrette. Think of this kind of as a Mexican vinaigrette because it's got some, typical Mexican flavors in it, but it's very, very simple and it's so good. Okay, so we have olive oil, and then we have some fresh lime juice. This is so good in it and adds so much brightness and good flavor. And then we have just a little bit of red wine vinegar. And then we have our spices. So we have cumin, chili powder, salt, and sugar. Then I'm gonna add some black pepper in here. You need the sugar because it just helps balance the acidity of the limes and the red wine vinegar. So we're gonna add all those spices in there. And then just however much black pepper you want. I'm gonna add that in, and then we're just gonna whisk it around. You can see it's just kind of a yummy dark vinaigrette. And then we are going to pour that all over our salsa. It's just enough. I'm gonna scrape out all that yummy goodness though and make sure we get all of it in there. And then there you have it. That's my Texas caviar. Now, you can totally eat this right now, but this is one of those things that just gets a little better as it sits in the fridge and all the flavors marinate and just get happy in the fridge. So if you can stand it, you should let this marinate in the fridge for about 2 hours. This will last up to 5 days in your fridge if it lasts that long. This is very versatile because you can eat it with tortilla chips like I do. I could honestly make a meal out of this. or you can serve it on top of grilled chicken or grilled fish, or just as kind of a little side salad with your grilled dinner. It's so good and so easy. Your whole family is gonna gobble this up. So if you want more recipes from me, just follow me on my blog at charlotteshares.blog or on Instagram at charlotte.shares.